good.
Yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
Have you been able to get back on the court fully?
Everything, I'm able to do everything full practice, just waiting for 5-on-5, like clear, because uncontrolled, yeah, I can't do, but everything else I've been able to do. So
For how long?
Since I've been back, since we started summer sessions or whatever, so May 30th. So yeah.
How good does it feel to be able to do all
It feels
that?
good. It feels really good. It's almost been about like 8 months or so since my last practice before I got hurt. So yeah, it was nice being back on the court with my team involved, with everybody. So it was good. Definitely missed it.
How much is that on your mind when you start to practice, and not just your mind, but there's so many injuries last year on this team,
Yeah.
and a lot of them happened during the preseason. So how much do you think about that when you guys get back on the court
Yeah.
and just like crossing your fingers? And
Yeah, it definitely weighs on you, especially like with my injury and then all my other teammates. But we do a lot of work in the weight room and in the training room with rehab and stuff. So slowly building that confidence mentally just to get back to what I've been able to do before. So it's definitely something I think about. But the more I do reps and stuff, it goes away and get more confidence. So yeah.
How have the freshmen looked out there? How have they fit in?
They look really good. I was watching them today. Like, they can all go. They don't look like freshmen, in my opinion, when they play. Like, they hold their own. They're getting it. They're, like, able to read and react. So they look really good. I'm excited for them this season.
Did you look like a freshman?
For the short part that I was able to play, I think I was doing pretty good. I was excited, but, so, yeah.
How's Paige looked on the field?
She looks good. You can tell she's definitely hungry. So she's going to be a senior technically. So I can tell that all her hard work is paying off. So I'm excited for her too this season. She's going to do her thing.
Do you sense a high level of hunger and edge after last year, the way it ended?
Absolutely, especially for our upperclassmen. They've been here 3 years, 2 years, 4 years now. So I can tell that they're ready to, make some history happen. I'm excited.
do you guys feel like kind of the forgotten program around here after what happened last year, and then all the talk is of LSU and different programs, but UConn came not so much this year?
I'm sure, yeah. I know, like, media and, the outside world, I know that they say that and they question it because it's been a while since we last won. But we're so tight in here that we don't let that stuff bother us, get in our head. And, we have a pretty good connection with everyone. So, like, we always pick each other up. Don't worry about that stuff. And just, focus on our goal every day, getting better and trying to get another championship.
All right, who's pushing whom in the weight room?
My class, I want to say me and Yana, we're the strong ones, pushing the weight with the hang cleans, bench press. But I would say everyone's pushing big weight, so yeah.
How's Yana going to affect this team this year? What's her impact going to be this year?
She's the only, besides Aaliyah, she's the only, like, experienced post player besides Aaliyah. Like, me and Jana obviously haven't played. So I think that will help her, and that will be a benefit, having, like, a year already under her belt. So I think she's just going to keep growing from what she did. I saw, watching, obviously, during the season, she made a huge improvement from how she started to how she ended the season. So I think, rebounding, being a scorer, like, not fouling, all that good stuff. I think she's definitely going to be a big impact on the court for us.
Having Paige along the side with you this whole past season, how helpful was that to know that you weren't alone during the rehab?
Oh, it helped a lot. She definitely, like, took me under her wing and, like, mentored me. We definitely got closer. Like, obviously we're on the bench all the time, but a lot of good talks just about how to stay positive, stay motivated, not, let this define you and stuff like that. So even though it did suck, obviously not being able to play a whole season, I'm so thankful that I had her, especially to, kind of definitely pushed each other through the whole off the season.
What was the biggest lesson you took from her during that whole time?
I think one of the things that we, like, focused on was where she's pretty religious and I would say I'm pretty religious, so we would definitely talk about that. And when big injuries happen and basketball is basically everything and that's taken away from you, it can be very confusing, when something that you've done your whole life is taken away from you. So we definitely took it like a faith aspect and talked about just our, like, our relationship with God and everything, and how He has a plan for us still, and staying motivated. So I would say that was like our biggest takeaway, just keeping faith in God like in the front of everything.
What did you learn about yourself and your game and where you might fit in and what the coaches are looking for when they're on the bench, and how is that going to help you this coming season?
Yeah, I would say last season we definitely needed like more post players, rebounding and physicality. So I would say still the same thing stands this upcoming season, being able to obviously score in the post and shoot that outside range. That I can feel like that I can be helpful with that, but rebounding and that physicality, that toughness, just bring energy, and I think that'll be good.
Was there anything surprising that you learned about the coaches and stuff while you were sitting on the bench and watching how they were looking at the game as opposed to how you would have when you're on the court?
I would say it gets very real, very fast. Just especially being a freshman, everything's new to me. So it was just the atmosphere of everything, the fans and the coaches, and game time decisions, everything. It was very like interesting and like exciting to watch. So I'm excited to be a part of that, and watching the coaches. They take it very serious, and so does the players, obviously. But it's good energy. It's very exciting.
Can you get better while you're sitting out?
Oh, for sure. That was the biggest thing that CD, Mo, coach, like they all talked about. Even though I'm not playing, they told me to use that past year to like learn, grow like my mind mentally, and watch how like the bigs play, and just learn the game more. And yeah, I would say that.
So was there a big thing that you took away? I mean, was it the intensity that you have to play with constantly at this level, or certain moves or anything?
Yeah, I would definitely say watching every day, it's a standard. Like, it's a long season, you get tired, but there's no time for days off. And one bad practice in a week, leading up to a big game, it all like matters. So I would say, bringing your best every day and keeping like consistency is what they look for. So yeah.
Excuse me. When you go through something like this, and once you get a little bit into rehab and you start to see some progress, like how gratifying is that? Like, and can you feel it coming incrementally? Like, all right, this hard work, the pain I'm going through right now I can feel myself getting better.
Oh, absolutely. I would say the first 2 weeks of my injury, like that was pretty hard for me, and then once I started to, it was just crazy, like the little things that you forget that you have to do, like lift your leg, bend your knee, like all that stuff. Once I got past that, my rehab went a lot better. Definitely grew, like was able to start getting muscle back, and then I was able to jump and run. And so the more I saw that, the more rewarding it felt, because there were obviously hard days and tough days, and you just get very discouraged. But that's, like I said, I had Paige, had coaches, supporting me and not letting me obviously give up. But yeah, once I started to see some improvement, it did get very, very exciting for me being back on the